back to my channel for my April currently inked. I inked up a lot more pens than usual this week. You would have seen my Inky Thoughts video. I don't know if I put that up. Who knows? Hopefully you've seen my Inky Thoughts video. I won't go through it all again, but I've inked up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 pens, which is a lot more than usual for me. But I just was really feeling the need for a wider variety. The way I'm kind of keeping it, I'm finding this really is working well for me for work, taking 3 pens to work, and I kind of rotate out of there, and then the rest of them I'm putting in this pen, a 12 pen case, which was given to me from a pen friend. But I'll just jump straight into it. Definitely noticed in March I was missing having a couple of vintage in the rotation, so you'll see there's a couple here, but I will jump straight in. Let's just zoom in a little bit there. Maybe that zoomed too much. Ooh, a bit shaky. Okay, so starting off with the Waterman 503, and I hope I have enough room in here for 15. I didn't think about space that out. I love this pen, vintage Waterman, the beautiful green kind of striated body there, and I guess, I went a bit too hard there. I haven't put a darker ink in this pen yet. I'm just wanting to see, is it a W2A? That's right. Now I'm like, do I usually write in capitals? Who knows? Anyway, it is inked up with Robert Oster Velvet Storm. And I also, I gave my dad my first Lamy, really, safari that I ever had, which is a blue one. And then it lasts him a couple months, and then every now and then he gives it to me and I refill it for him. So I actually decided to put Velvet Storm in there for him as well. It's a really nice kind of dark green, runs really nicely out of that pen. I haven't taken that one to work yet, but I have done a couple of just like home life admin things with it, and I'm actually really loving the match. This is probably one of my favorite vintage pens. I really like it. Next up is the Franklin Christoph Model 45. I bought this from my pen friend Jane. I think I've said before, having a Franklin Christoph Model 45 in the vintage jade is probably a goal of mine. There's no, you really can only buy Franklin Christoph here secondhand. There's no stores here. But what I really like about this pen is it's a medium nib, but one that still suits my writing style, which doesn't happen that often. It's wet, but not overly thick. Now, I may not have put the exact right ink in there, but it is legible. I'm not going to clean it out. I would like to still use it all the way through, and that's Fan Yantan's Morning Calm. It is such a beautiful pen. I really love how it feels in the hand. So I'm really excited to learn that pen a bit more. Next up, this match you've seen before. I just love it so much. It's not a pen I'm going to keep permanently inked just because of its age. I do want to clean it, but I keep wanting to put the same ink back into it. So this is the Parker Lady Duofold. Oops. Black tip jade, which I am not going to write there because I'll run out of room. It is also 14 karat. And you guessed it, Diamine Wagner. It is just, I just love it so much. So much. Part of what I wanted to do this month was ink up 3, I guess, variations. So the VP, the Mahjong, and then this Jinhao. Is that the right order? I think so. So this is the Jinhao 20 with the gold stripe. This will be my first month using this pen, so getting to know it, but thus far really liking it, and a much better experience than the first Jinhao 20 I got, which was just not usable, that nib. This one is working really nicely. And it's gold stripe. It's an extra fine nib, and this is inked with Birmingham Pen Company Corn Earworm. I wasn't sure if this was going to be one of those inks that was going to be too light, and I'm just really happy that it isn't. It's working really, really well. Another vintage favorite, or maybe this is my favorite vintage pen, maybe this one for like everyday writing, but I just cannot, it would appear, go more than a month without inking this. I didn't have it inked last month, so it had to come back in this time because I just love it so much. It is such a pleasure to write with. It's the Omar 72 piston filler. I don't remember off the top of my head how many carat it is, so I'm not going to write that in. And it is inked with, and I'll just show you no pressure, Pen BBS. What number is it? I wrote it down, 278, which is Lhasa City. And that finishes my sample for that one. But what a beautiful color. So now what I'm going to do, I feel like I'm a bit like more heavy-handed or something on the table today, but alas. I'm going to put my next 5 here. So after that, I've got the Bennu Pixie Jolly Roger with a fine nib. I don't know if I'm totally in love with this pen, to be honest, which I find really disappointing. It's the cap just doesn't post securely enough for me. And as someone who loves pocket pens, especially when they post into the full size, yeah, a bit disappointing. My first Bennu, and I really just thought I was going to absolutely fall in love with it. The Bennu I tried at a pen meetup was a Briolette, I want to say. But I went with the Pixie because I love pocket pens. But yeah, jury's still out. I mean, I'm definitely giving it a go. I've put Lennon Toolbar's Joey in it, and I remember when I swatched this ink, I was like, why did I get this? Oh, it's not a me ink. But then since then, I've totally contradicted myself because something about reds and dark reds. So that's what I've put in there. It's not going to go well with your pale, shady inks. I know that much from what I have looked at it with, written with it, but giving it a go. I didn't know if I'd be able to not use either the Estabrook or the Kakamori in April because I just love them so much in March. I decided to go with the Estabrook, give the Kakamori Frost a break. But this pen, oh my goodness. So this, of course, is the Estabrook Esty with a fine nib, and it is inked with a new-ish ink to me. Dino writes, I'm going to run out of room. Oh no. All right, I'm going road. It's Dirty Strawberry Milkshake. Oh no. What a disaster. Well, it is what it is. What a beautiful color though. The not being able to work out the sizing, I should say, is made up by the fact that it is just such a beautiful color. So I'm going to leave that one and then I'll come in here. If I run out of room, I'm going to be so frustrated with myself. This one, my second time using this pen, and I actually put the same ink in it because I just loved it so much last time, and it is KWZ Brown Pink. Again, didn't have brown pink last month, so was going to have to come back in, right? Next is another pen I got from Taobao, oh, I can't say it. And I really wanted to use the burgundy one. The burgundy, I got them in a set of 3, and the burgundy is the thickest nib of all of them. I also just really like burgundy. 329, 325. 329 in burgundy. And it is a fine nib, and this is inked with, oh, going a bit hard sidey there. I did wonder if I got a proper fill in this. It's one of those sacks which can be really hard. It's with Hosier ink 9 provinces, pardon me. It's just gone a little bit lighter there because I just dipped it in the water next to me to get it writing again. But you can see what it looks like a bit darker. After that, this is my Pilot Vanishing Point. Now, I don't know if I have to try and put the brush sheet through it or not. This pen is being really super sensitive with ink choices. And it has never been as good as the first time I wrote with it, which is really annoying. The first ink I put in there, it just would not write. So I just decided, okay, I'm just going to put a Pilot ink in there to just see. So I put Xion Geo in there, but it's still, I've cleaned it. I've really given it a really good go, but there's just something NQR, not quite right about it. I just want to say so downstrokes are fine. It's going to work perfectly now. The sides have been not great. There you go. You can kind of see there that up. And obviously you don't always write just down. You do. So if I go super slowly, but the first time I wrote with it, it kept up. It feels really scratchy against the page. There's just something amiss, but I don't want to mess with it too much. Like, I don't want to stuff it up, obviously, but the really good clean I gave it hasn't worked. So I just need to, I need to give that one a bit of a go, a bit of an investigation, just see what's going on there. And I thought maybe if I just do a little shimmy of the brush sheet, could that be all it needs? Because the really big cleaning hasn't worked. I haven't put shimmer in it, nothing, but something is just a bit off. So stay tuned with that one. And then the last retractable in here is the Mahjong A1 with the black stripe. Like, even look at the difference in just the smoothness. And I'm pretty sure this is a fine nib, so I get that there's a difference there. But having written with that vanishing point before, oh, it's an extra fine, I'm wrong. So something's just off, and I cannot work out for the life of me what it is. And I'm really wanting to solve it because it's such a beautiful pen. And I loved it the first time I wrote with it. So I'm just going to do a little E in there. And that's another Birmingham Pen Company ink that I've actually had for ages and haven't used in a while. So I wanted to use that again, and that's elderberry. Sorry for how jumpy it is today. It must be heavy-handed or something today because I can see it just bouncing away there. Lucky last, I don't have an actual, what have I done? One moment. What have I just broken this? That would be about right, wouldn't it? Just windy, windy, windy. Have I actually? Surely not. Okay, let me just get this all sorted. All right. I don't actually have a name for this pen. I'm just calling it, which is really corny, the Love Pen, but maybe I'll just call it Wooden Flowers. This was a little bit of an impulse when I did my first order on Taobao. I got two and I gave one to my partner, so we kind of have a matching pen now. Hence why I was calling it the Love Pen, which was way too corny to say on a social media platform. But you can see it's got like little, like I know it's not real, but like what looks like mother of pearl. It's a snap cap that's like a hectic one. And then you've just got a fine nib in there. The step between the wooden body and then the section is quite intense, which isn't the most comfortable thing in the world, but I just thought it was really beautiful. So there we go. And hers is inked at the moment with Diamond Wagner. Let's call this Unknown Wooden Flowers with a fine nib. Now, I put this ink in here kind of on purpose, thinking it probably wouldn't be totally right because the first ink I put in for her was a Diamine maybe ink, but it was like a shady ink and it wasn't working. And I had, I think, oxblood in mine. It was just to play with, and it wrote a lot better. So I just wanted to actually see if it is usable with a lighter ink, or if it is a pen that I just know going forward really needs that, saturated type of ink. So there we go. As I said at the beginning, I inked up 15 pens, which is a lot more than usual for me, but I just wanted the variety. I wanted some like more saturated colors in there, but then I've got kind of some of my normal favorites as well. I'm really happy to have some, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Really happy to have some, I just lost my words, vintage pens back in the mix too. I just am absolutely loving them. And that little thing I've got going of kind of putting 3 in here, rotating it around, etc., it's working really well. So I'm going to stick with that for a bit and we'll see how I go then moving into May. I probably will then just like carry some of these over, or maybe this takes me 2 months and I just don't do a May currently inks. I'm sure I'll get bored of some. I'm still trying to stick to, if I really don't enjoy it, I can just clean it out. Like I don't want to, this should be an enjoyable experience, so I don't want to force myself, I guess, to use something I'm not enjoying. But there we go. So that's what it looks like. A lot for me, but I think there's some really nice options in here. I'm excited to explore and get to know them. I would love to hear what you have inked up for the month, if you've tried any of these combinations before. And I would also, I guess, like to know, because I know very little about Franklin Christoph, but for your Franklin Christoph that you have with a medium nib, are there ink brands that you're finding just love it, ones to stay away from, just any experiences I would be grateful for? And maybe, I don't know, tell me what you think about this. Can you just comment and tell me what you think I should do? Do I try and just, I don't know, something with the tines? Please let me know, because it's not happy and I want it to be happy. But on that note, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I feel like I haven't said if you can hit like and subscribe in a while, so if you want to do that, I will